Hello everyone, my name is Matthew Joseph, the Director of Digital Learning, Technology, and Innovation in the Milford Public Schools. Thank you for viewing past MPS talks and continue tuning in because we have some great topics coming up this year. About a year ago, I talked about blended learning, and over this past year and working in Milford for this year, I have learned a lot about my role, and I've learned a lot from other staff seeing what they're doing in their classroom. We held multiple blended learning sessions over this summer with staff. And today, I wanted to talk about what blended learning is and share some of my thoughts and also give examples for our educators to use for instructions, for students, and for both instructions and for students. How great is that? Because I believe and have seen in many classrooms here in Milford that the more students are engaged and take part, an active part in learning, their learning will likely increase. And they are to perform much better academically when obtaining these high standards, and through that, gain higher grades and earn higher scores on standardized tests. Think about it. It makes perfect sense. The higher students participate and actively engage in the learning, the higher content retention is for them. With that idea, teachers can shape curriculum and instruction to maximize student engagement by increasing student participation. I talked a little bit earlier about our summer professional development that our teachers participated in the blended learning topic. I also participated in some sessions this summer incorporating blended learning. I attended some workshops, one by Weston Kiechnick about blended learning. His book, Bold School, was fabulous for helping me frame my thinking and extend my own learning. So a great resource is his book, Bold School, or even follow him on Twitter at WES_Kiechnick, but his handle is here on the screen so that you can follow him. Without question, though, one of the keys to academic achievement is active learning. According to research, personalized, collaborative, and connected learning experience enhance student engagement, which in turn drives student success. By integrated blended learning and digital learning into the classroom, educators can take learning experiences to the next level and improve student performance. In its basic and simplest definition, blended learning is an instructional methodology. It's a teaching and learning approach that combines face-to-face classroom methods with digital created activities to deliver instruction. A classroom that nurtures creativity results in students taking different approaches to integrating with that same curriculum. I have found in my 10 years as a principal and my last year here in Milford, these students are happy to express themselves verbally. Then there are others who prefer to write. There are students who don't like to be in front of the camera, but they're more than happy to explain their ideas verbally. Learning a variety of tools and apps, teachers can help everyone focus on their strengths. Each learner has a unique learning style and unique requirements in class. There is a paradigm shift in learning. Trust me, I remember a time when my phone was attached to the wall, or the remote control to my TV was my arm. And passing notes in class looked like this. And right here behind me was Google. Early adopters of this paradigm shift have experience with variety of media formats, delivery options, and realize that blended learning works best when you're creating the right mix. And that right mix depends on the analysis of your students and their requirements and their level of understanding. The nature and location of our audience today and the resources are available for all of you in your classrooms each day and on the web. As I stated earlier, the focus of the classroom is shifting from the presentation format style to one of active learning. And as Daniel Pink stated, we need to prepare our students for their futures, not our past. So today, I'm going to discuss some blended learning tools that can increase engagement that educators can use for blended learning in your classroom. So I'm going to start with a tool called Edpuzzle. Edpuzzle enables self-paced learning with interactive lessons, and students or teachers can add their own voice and questions along with the video. The next tool I want to talk about is Poll Everywhere. This is a tool that is versatile and it gives instant classroom response time for students, especially when they're using their Chromebooks. It's a clicker-free classroom. It's a polling tool to solicit student participation and then gather that data for teachers to have a discussion. Poplu is a tool for the iPad, or we can use it on the web through our laptops to capture and organize ideas. In working with middle school and high school students to help with organization of ideas, that's a great idea. Kahoot, that is an easy tool and is a game-based blended learning tool. It enables educators to assess learners in a visual bar graph while students take control of their own learning through a game-based platform. It's also very entertaining and encourages creativity for our students. Kahoot is a great platform to make learning fun for our students. Screencastomatic is a powerful screen recorder that allows users to capture anything on their screen as well as their own voice and video from a webcam for up to 15 minutes on the free version. Regarding its pedagogical use, students can record their own videos describing how they solved a particular problem, like step by step. This could be also very helpful for teachers when delivering a lesson. So this tool really has endless ideas. Podbeam is a state-of-the-art podcasting solution. Enterprises, large organizations, radio stations, and of course schools use this tool. Our own Mr. McHale at Stacy uses Podbeam to upload podcasts to Google Classroom for a flipped classroom opportunity. One key to improving student writing is to have students write more, and a tool called WriteAbout can assist with blended learning writing lessons. I know paperwork is hard to manage. Teachers can be limited on how much feedback they can provide due to time, and students often have trouble thinking of ideas. Well, WriteAbout solves these problems, providing students with an online space to write on high-interest topics and to get feedback from their peers. This can also be combined with Google Apps for education and to use in our Google Docs, so teachers can use the WriteAbout prompts and the Google Docs to share content, give feedback, and have students write and evolve in their writing over time with real-time feedback. One last one I will leave you with is Flubaroo. This is a tool that will assist in grading in under a minute. Get reporting about students, get analysis, and get information about their performance. So it is a great tool that a lot of our educators use. Today's learners are active learners and digital natives who learn by discovery rather than being told what to do. They like to interact with the content, to explore, and to draw their own conclusions. They also like playing different roles in their learning, either as the student or sometimes even as the instructor or facilitator and support others, and often switch between those roles. In Milford, we are driven to create classrooms where students are defending and explaining their ideas as opposed to just learning facts. I also know that computers don't teach, apps don't teach, Chromebooks don't teach. Teachers teach. Technology does not replace educators. Digital learning is an instructional strategy that enhances and engages learners. It's important to know what tools we have and what they're capable of providing to enhance student learning. I am so excited to see these blended lessons taught and content learned this year in Milford, and I'm very proud to be part of that. I'm going to end with a quote from Maya Angelou. She said, "You can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have." So until next time, Milford, stay creative, keep innovating, and make sure to follow us on Twitter at @Milford_Tech. Thank you very much.
There's something